Wait, we need a calendar.
We need a calendar. Break it out.
All right. So, I mean, everyone can know if you watched the last podcast, we got our dates mixed up. Okay. We thought we were going to have it on a Sunday for some reason. We're not. So I'm
I thought
going
maybe
to,
you were going with that.
I know, right? No, we want to have a good time afterwards. So ready? November 7th, 2026 is Babes and Barbells. November 7th. It's a Saturday.
Let's
Put it on
go.
your calendar. We'll put it on ours too so we don't accidentally say that it's on a Sunday. All right. Sunday, you guys get to chill.
Man, I was just talking with Cam yesterday about how like he shares a calendar with his fiance and I
Mhm.
share one with Julia now. Like we just started it and it was my idea to do it. And she just went overboard on it. Like she puts everything on there, like stuff that I don't really need to know that she's doing at that time, you know?
Taylor, I am currently eating a sandwich.
Let's go.
You're like, okay.
Are you a big calendar person?
Oh,
Like
yeah,
you
we
schedule
talked
your
about
lunch?
this. So, and this is huge for me. I truly believe it was a turning point for me as a business owner was getting on board with the Google Calendar and scheduling time for certain things, right? The things that don't even necessarily have to get done at a time, right? Like me and you have to meet at a certain time because it has to work for both our schedules.
Right.
Yet, if you say, I'm going to do my sales block at some point in the day, do you ever actually do it unless it's in your calendar?
Me, I mean,
So,
like mine's consistent, but not the way I should if it's not on the calendar.
right. So, absolutely, I'm a huge Google Calendar person. You know it too. And Taylor, I know you're a huge events person like me. It was a challenge for me to wrap my head around the idea that the year is just a giant event as CrossFit owners. It is. Like, think about if we think of Babes and Barbells or Brawl at the Burbs, right? You have workout 1, 2, 3. The year for us is, all right, we have the open, right? We have Murph, you have your anniversary party. And
Right.
just like an event, it's a huge timeline. And if you have the year planned, you then can have your quarters planned, your months planned. When do you have to pick up on your sales blocks for like a bring a friend free week, things like that. So
Right. I
yeah, it's
think
all planned.
even broader with that same analogy, it's
Mhm.
like if you look at it as at a one big event, right? And then you have 3 to 4 workouts across that event that like lead you to the podium, right? For
That's
different
right.
teams. You can look at your quarters like that, right? Quarter one, two, three, and four. And then in like quarter one and three, I really put the meat and potatoes or I really put the grinder in for that one. And then
Right.
workout two, maybe just be like a coast through one, you
Hmm.
know, and then you want to finish strong on workout four. Like, so even in just
That's right.
that broad sense of that same analogy, you know?
We're on the gas pedal for sure all
Right.
year long, but you're really pressing on the gas some parts of the year and you have to take your foot off the gas a little bit and maybe go on cruise control for other parts of the year. That way you don't burn out and so that your big events like Brawl in the Burbs, Babes and Barbells and whatnot can be as good as they are.
Yeah.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Speaking of events, right? Speaking of the workouts, tell me what do we have forward to look forward to for Babes this year? Like usually you're tied in with the girls, like the CrossFit girl workouts, the classic ones. Like give me a couple of hints of what we might see.
We've been so I went and took the gymnastics course with one of my coaches this weekend. Our head coach here, shout out Andrew Rooney, he's been working on these Babes and Barbells workouts. And his favorite song, one of his favorite songs
Oh
is
boy.
Chelsea Dagger.
How old is
So
Andrew?
what's he, 27? Something like
Oh,
that.
shout out to 27-year-old Andrew.
27. So there is a workout that is refers to Chelsea. We have another one that's called did we keep Chelsea Dagger? Oh, we changed it up. Cole,
Ooh.
do
Well,
with
look at
that
it.
what you want.
I want to tell you that after our last conversation, I went to the back of this room right behind me and I have the girls hanging up and I looked through all of them and I was like,
Yep.
I see what they're
It's
getting at.
all Scary Mary,
Oof.
Helen's Midline. So if
Love
you
a
know
midline
I
test.
love Helen. I
Yeah.
love Helen. So for those of you who are tuning in and maybe you are or aren't familiar with Babes and Barbells workouts, there's certain things that we look for every year and they're all based off of girl wads. And over time you have to put spins on it, whether it's two girls together, right? Two girls, one wad, and that's totally cool. But Chelsea Dagger is here. Chelsea Dagger is one of my favorites.
Survived.
There's certain things that happen, right? We want opportunities for some high level gymnastics. I know that you're appreciative of that, Taylor. Yet we want certain members to shine. So if one member can't do a high level gymnastics, that team still might be able to compete RX if we have one shining star who wants to take on the higher level gymnastics and it's always constructed in that way.
Yeah.
We have a relay always. There's always a workout where two partners are working on the couplet or the chipper while the other person is working on a machine. So we will be bringing out one of the Concept 2 machines onto the floor. So
Nice.
Concept 2 machines, Grit Cole, Helen's Midline, and Chelsea Dagger listen to the song. And it's going to be a good time. I'm excited for it. You going to be out this year for it, Taylor?
I plan to be. Hopefully, I'm alive in November. That's
Yeah.
the only thing holding me back. As long as I keep making it, put one foot in front of the other, I'll make it to
Yeah.
November. So, I mean, people that are probably listening have probably heard what Babes and Barbells is all about and know the story behind it. But just for the sake of it, like, tell us the story about it, what the comp really means, and like,
Yeah.
what's your goals with it?
So Babes and Barbells is a women's only competition, teams of three. We'll be doing three different divisions again, beginners, intermediate, and RX. So a lot of it is about showcasing strength in women and supporting each other. We do a lot of featuring female-owned businesses, and we raise money every year for my girl Lindsay's breast cancer foundation called Compete for a Cure. When I opened my gym, I'll tell you what, Taylor, and everyone has their own struggles, is young female gym owner, and typically a predominantly male, most gym owners are men, right?
Yeah,
So I had my own personal obstacles with that. And I am a believer that the obstacle is the way. So I took those obstacles as signs like, hey, you know what? I'm actually going to dive in deeper to the fact that I'm a woman
yeah,
and the fact that I'm a female and the fact that I'm a business owner and the fact that I want to be strong. And people are going to resonate with that. That's going to touch a lot of people. I know in our first year, one of my good friends who's an affiliate owner ended up being diagnosed with breast cancer. And so we had the really great opportunity to actually end up donating our funds to her directly, and Lindsay was a huge part of that. So it's a huge tie-in moment with all those things. Affiliate owners and business owners and women supporting women and women wanting to be strong. And over the years, it's even developed into, and I really like to place a highlight on this, the men in our community being like, yo, this is awesome. Like, a lot of our judges are men. We did a men's calendar last year. Shout out Perfect Gene was our title sponsor. And so it's really cool to see people, regardless of their gender or age or what they do, or if they own a business or not, support what we're doing here for the women who are participating.
hell yeah,
And there's yelling and there's screaming and all that kinds of stuff. And my favorite call to get is wow, a PR. We did that clean ladder that year you were here, and
yeah,
the amount of PRs, and not to be gross, but peeing that went on. But I was just happy that people felt comfortable enough to do that because it was all women's
yeah,
comp. Go
yeah.
ahead, girl. I mean, there's some kind of PT you should probably get, some pelvic floor PT. Yet, I'm
But it's
happy
all
that we
good.
were able to provide that safe space, right? Everyone
Yeah,
just wants to feel safe, seen, and heard. Taylor's, that's the biggest story is something was made aware to me. And I said, that's a good idea. When you have a crazy idea, something happens and you're like, wouldn't it be crazy if I actually leaned into that thing that I could go victim mindset on?
yeah,
Uh, and victim mindset is something everybody at some point in time is a victim to victim mindset. And instead I was like, no, we're gonna have fun with that. We're gonna
yeah,
lean into that, lean into the girls. And over the years, it's become a really cool brand. Like, I have my Babes and Barbells baddies, and they know who they are. They're listening to it, where they come up to me every year like, what's up, Sarah? We're here for another year. And I'm like, hell yeah, we are. Let's get
yeah,
it. So that's the gist. And like having people like you and Kareem and Gabe, John Stoble, my partner Ari, Rooney, Ovaja from Perfect Gene support every year is like second to none. Alex Rosenwald, all those people coming out, all those gents every year just being like, this is sick and we're gonna set it up in a
heck
big
yeah.
way.
What
Yeah.
I know it's so hard to count. Do you know what year you're going on now of Babes?
My member, who is also a Babes and Barbells frequent participant, Jenny from the block, she knows. She say it's year 4 or year 5. I don't even remember.
Damn.
My goal every year is to simply raise more funds. So like 26K was where we left off last year. We're shooting for 30K this year. It's a big deal. And I'll tell you what, and I love Babes and Barbells. It's also reminded me to put more into Asbury Park CrossFit, my gym as
Mm,
well, to feed more into that community, and that there's more even with the Gen Pop, not even the people who want to compete to give love there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's
awesome.
good.
That's a perfect transition note, man. I want to talk more about the affiliate, the gym, like, and the role
Mm,
that you're kind of in right now. So I think definitely the last time we talked was 2024. Talking to you, watching you, everything that's going on, you're transforming from like owner coach to now like owner developer. When do you feel that really started in earnest in like the sense that it is right now? And I guess kind of tell us like how that's going.
okay, this is great. We're gonna get real vulnerable on this call. Everyone likes
Getting
that.
real.
Get real. So when I was at King's Fitness, which was our first location, Asbury Park CrossFit was always our affiliate name. I was a teacher too, right? It's crazy to think. I believe I've been affiliate owner for 7 years now, right? And
Damn.
I would say the first 5 years were, when I say failure, people are like, yo, you made it through COVID. Like you opened up during that COVID time. And I get that, but they weren't success. They were coasting. And we talked about this. You open a gym and you're like, all right, people will come. And I'm playing Nintendo 64 and eating sandwiches. Where are the people doing
Right.
40-minute EMOMs for fun, right? And being like, yo, I'm coaching every single class, right? I have an Instagram and I have a couple coaches and like I keep my gym clean. Where are the people? And we have events, right? It sounds great in theory. It looks great from the outside, but the truth is, unless your sales click, your gym will not take off. And sales sometimes that requires that go hunting attitude, and not in a sleazy sales way, but in a I'm going out to make a connection and change a life today. And that's when things changed for me. That viewpoint of, wait, I have to help people get out of their own way. And I have to provide the service that is, hey, you want this? I have the secret sauce that can get you from where you are to where you want to be. And I'm going to paint that picture and we are just going to follow those steps to get there. And that's when really everything clicked, Taylor. My mentors, you know me, I love patting backs on here. Joel Cochran, Max Isaac, right? Jason Ackerman, Marcus Yerzy. He doesn't get enough shout outs because that guy is the guru of service through sales, you know? And we're not selling tobacco products, Taylor. We are our product. People think I'm silly when I say this, Taylor. Our product is a better variation of the person that we're talking to right in front of us. Like,
Right.
how cool is that?
Right.
All our job is I want you in 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now to have a better life in all aspects.
How do you help people close that gap and get through the door?
It's so funny. There's a few one-liners here, so this is good. Anyone who's an affiliate owner doing any type of sales and truly wants to help people, this is common, right? The negations we get are expensive. I have to ask my husband or wife
Right.
and schedule time. And so what you're talking about is expensive. Expensive is different than value,
Yeah.
right? I'll pay for something if the value is there, especially something that's going to better me, because then I can 10x my investment, right? And that's the hard part. People are like, invest in myself. They think, opening up a business or taking a class, and it's like, well, no, you're investing in yourself because down the road when you're paying for whatever sickness you have or having to take your GLP-1s because you didn't take care of your body,
Right.
like you don't have to pay for that, right?
Yeah.
Whatever mental health thing that you might go through. When you get hurt in real life, let's say you have a skiing accident and you are not fit to return, my goodness, you're going to wish, like you said, you had done CrossFit. So it's challenging to show the value of this in such short time. So I think it's huge to tell people stories or let your members speak to the product too. With someone like that, it's showing them that there is no such thing as not being fit enough for CrossFit, but there is such thing as having an ego too big for CrossFit, because CrossFit is exclusive by design, right? It's for anyone, but not for everyone. I'm trying to remember the line, but the idea is that, yeah, for sure, any body type is welcome, any fitness level is welcome, but are you ready for hard?
Yeah. It's self-limited in that sense, right? Like,
Yeah.
hey, you're either gonna like deal with the suck, or you're not. Like
Yep.
that's just what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It's gonna my viewpoint on it has always been I want this to be the best hour, but also the worst thing that you do today. because
The
you become
hardest
more,
thing, I
yeah,
love that.
it makes everything else in your day easier. Like you got to go climb freaking 7 flights at work. So that's going to be easier, like just to get your day started, right? Like you got to wake up an hour earlier because you got to take your kid to practice before school. Like it should make that easier now, right? Like your body's recovering more, even with you getting less sleep, and you're going to bed earlier because now you're actually tired from your exertion from that day, and you ate well also because it's
That
safe to do this
challenge
hard
is
thing.
good. Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's interesting you said that. The idea that the most challenging thing you did today will also be a really good time.
Right.
So, and I think it starts with a whiteboard brief. Very often a coach will get up there and go like, guys, we have this workout today. This is gonna suck. And it's like, no, it's actually going to be challenging, but we're going to have a good time.
Right.
It's going to still be fun. I'll tell you what's been great for, and this loops in a little bit, retention is working out with the classes more. I hit the 6 a.m. the other day, 5 rounds, 200-meter run, 7 power cleans, 10 box jump overs, and the camaraderie, the high fives, a little bit of giggling and whatnot in between, and like the warm up and all that was awesome. But did I also like, was I gasping for air at the end and having trouble with those last round 5, holding on to the bar for an unbroken set of power cleans? And was I pushing myself on the box jumps? You better believe it was a challenge. And people will make excuses. You talk a little bit about like there are people who make those excuses when they start. I will tell you we had a member who signed up for the whole year, never done CrossFit before. And a big sales point I said to him was like, yo, are you curious or committed? Like there's a difference,
Right.
right? Are you just like, what is this thing going on here? Or are you committed? Because committed members will show our product. They'll come. And there was a little jabbing, a little bit, maybe a little of influencing on my side, Taylor, of like, I thought you said you were a committed person, a committed man. And he was like, all right, fine, I am. I'll tell you
I'm
what.
rock. I'm locked
Yeah,
in.
about a year and walks to the gym at 6 a.m.
Oof.
every morning. He hits 6 a.m. 5 days a week because that's how our program designed, so that if you have to hit it 5 days a week, you can. And like smashing it.
Love it.
Already has muscle definition, already has made several friends in the gym, like, and is becoming a really big part of our community. So it's like those first 90 days, can you hit 50 classes? And people look at you like you have 12 heads. Oh, I just want to I just want to hit 2 and then 3. No, 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 no. Lower intensity, hit 4. Okay. High intensity does not mean max intensity, right, Taylor?
Right.
You know, you're the third place. Did we talk about this ever?
No, but I
No.
see Max and Katie talk about that a lot. And I always loved their mantra of that,
Yeah.
from Delaware, Cafe Karma.
I didn't even notice they talked about it, but yeah, that they're your third place. So they might be saying something similar.
Yeah.
Third place, like you have home, you have work. Those typically are 2 places. And then you have a third place. And typically, for people, it's like church, or maybe it was a bar or restaurant, maybe bars in general. I don't know. But really, a big one is the gym.
Right.
Like we are a lot of people's third place, which is such an incredible honor to be someone's third place to escape to, right? In a day, they typically go to the gym, to work, to home. And when you put your money into something, you really want to look around. And I'll just say it, we are a cult. Cult is culture. And you want to invest in the right culture that's going to fit you because you're buying a third place. You're investing in like, I go into class and how do I feel around these people? I'm investing in a coach. How do I feel when the coach cues me? How do I feel as far as being taken care of, or the jokes? We got some wild jokes in here, Taylor. Not everyone's gonna like mine and Julia's and Rooney's jokes. So that idea. And then also for those who are couples, I think this is huge. Like you have a girlfriend, right? And she goes through her day, her work or whatever, and like you said, she has things scheduled that you're like, dude, I did not need to know about that, right? She got her own shit she's dealing with. And then you have your day, which she's probably like, I don't need to know that you were on a podcast with Sarah Murphy. Like, I don't care. Yet you have this third place that maybe when it's hard to relate to her, things get rocky as relationships do, you can go like, yo, "Babe, that workout was rough today, wasn't it?" And she'd be like, "Yeah, F you, you made it." Like, that's specific to
I
you guys.
was gonna say, no, it's not helpful as a third place to us
Yeah,
because the
right?
members are all on her side, 24. That's what it is.
Little different, right? But most couples who share a CrossFit space, like, they have that thing.
Yeah,
Or even, we had a mother-daughter combo, and they were like, "Dude, at dinner, that was our conversation."
yeah,
And that is the coolest thing to have that third place. We had a proposal here last week because they met in the gym years ago. And that gets lost in the sauce of buying a membership. People just want a body, and there's so much more that they're getting when they invest in that, in my thoughts.
love it. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, trying to let that community both naturally and you injecting your own kind of personality into it, grow and
Mhm.
develop. One of my favorite things in being open for 15 months is like the friendships that develop like in the gym, but like outside the gym, right?
Right.
You know, people that get close and share things without with the gym involved, but without it also, you know.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
like, can your members hang out outside the gym without you?
right,
And have they developed those plans without you?
right.
Because then I think you're really hitting something bigger in terms of community and longevity within your community.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Mhm.
So back to our analogy of the events, what do you have coming up in workout three, quarter three of the year? What's the summer look like for you?
Oh, summer is fire. I'm actually really glad you asked. So one of the things that Asbury Park CrossFit is going to be doing this year is connecting with local businesses. So I actually, right before this podcast, came from some of our favorite bars in Asbury Park on the boardwalk. Shout them out: Asbury Park Rooftop, Low Dive, Kim Marie's. Where else did I go? Porta. And what we're going to do is we're going to be featuring these different businesses in our Bring a Friend Free Week. It starts May
Nice.
17th. So we'll start with a beach workout, and then that whole week is free. Bartenders are all free that week. All the staff, bartenders, hostess, wait staff, bus boys and girls. And that'll be big for us. And then for Murph, we'll end with a Murph brunch over here at Asbury Park CrossFit. And what else do we have? June, Pride. So we'll get involved in the Pride Parade here at Asbury Park CrossFit. Julia will run the show for Pride. We do our tie dyeing thing. That's also typically our anniversary party. We did that 2 years ago here.
Nice.
Not an anniversary party, but like the re-grand opening, the grand
Yeah.
reopening. We're repeating the grandness of making some partnerships. One of them will most likely be involved in Babes and Barbells. They've done a few sponsorships. They've sponsored our anniversary party. Bird's Mouth is a local brewery here in New
Nice.
Jersey. We're looking to get more involved with them as we go into the year. And it's all about relationships this year, Taylor. How do you go about building business relationships? Like, you do that all the time. And people ask me for advice or connections very often. And it has me thinking, how do we do it?
One thing that I do is I try to work with different local, meaning like in the area, this like actual neighborhood, and then like local, meaning that I can personally reach out and talk to the person that runs the brand and have them be our partners for our monthly like member appreciation raffles. So
Oh,
we
yeah, I
do like
love that.
check-in base. Like I just announced it last night, went live on Instagram to do the raffle drawing, and I'm setting it up now with the what's the guy's name? Jesse for Performance Meal Prep. They sponsored our April one. Members drop a raffle ticket in the bucket every time they come into class. Weekend
Nice.
classes are worth triple, so you get three every time you come to a weekend class.
Oh, I like
And
that a lot.
yeah, because our weekends had fallen off for a little bit, so that was a way to try to get some more people into it, and it worked. Um, so yeah, get a raffle ticket every time you come into class. Then at the end of the month, it you get your name drawn and you win different stuff. So this month, like I said, it was Performance Meal Prep, gift card to them. And it worked out because it was one brand new member that just joined us last month. Two, that new member had come to 16 classes in her first month. So she gets
Wow.
rewarded. And like that's what I
Let's
wanted
go.
out of it. Right. And then three, she hasn't obviously, because this is her first month here, tried the performance meal prep. So she'll get that like benefit, right? Like she gets to try it, hopefully buys into it, and then hopefully that like meal prep only incentivizes her more to keep working out, right? So that ideally is the perfect scenario for how the raffle would work. I'm happy that it worked out like that this
And
month.
that's the ideal client, right? Like,
Right.
she's come, she's bought in. to herself too, right?
Comes
It's
with her
not.
daughter also, right? And they
Oh,
both come
wow.
to the classes, you know? So,
You got
yeah,
a you got a Milo and Reno over there, huh? Those are the
right.
best pair. We still
Uh,
got them roaming around here. That's
oh,
their
man.
3rd place. That's exactly it.
Exactly.
It's cool to see families share fitness.
Yeah.
We have another family in here, the Stanleys, and it's a dad. He's amazing. He's going through a tough time right now, but because of his fitness, we're hoping he has a turnaround. But his 2 sons are in here, and they are so fun to have in class. They all take the same class, 4 o'clock,
Oh, boy.
and they just bring so much energy and a little bit of competitive nature. And the Cool Hands are in here. I know you've met them, 4 sisters, and it's the coolest thing, you know. And Bring a Friend Week brings those kinds of connections in, which just makes your community even more tight. Because the
Yeah.
truth is, you get on a roll with good members, like you just mentioned, and you're like, how do I clone you? And the
Right.
truth is, the way you clone them is you have them bring their friends because there's going to be something you like about them because you like their friend.
Right. And people wanna spend time with other people, like, just bring the people that you spend time with outside of here, you know? And
Yeah.
that's how things grow, you know? That's what the bring a friend is supposed to be like like, real world scenario, so it's awesome.
Um, it's Frank, the owner of Hero Barbell's birthday. Actually, it was either yesterday or today. I have to text him. But Babes didn't start by being like, "Hey Frank, can you give us barbells?" We started by I bought my business partner a barbell from Hero Barbell,
Yeah.
you know, and then I had a friend who had a barbell from Hero Barbell, and then we got it for like we talked about. I think it was it was Babes first, and then we talked about sponsorships. You know, so it was more like, "No, I love your product.
Right.
Do you want to be involved? Do you think you like this thing?" And if they're like, "Yeah, I love that too," then
Take the next step, you know?
all systems go. All
Hell
systems
yeah.
go. And I think a lot of it is a vibe too. Very similar to members coming into your gym is I do believe you can find a CrossFit that matches you. Is it my CrossFit? I don't know. Do you think I'm funny?
Am
Do
I
you,
am I entertaining to
you
you?
do you gonna laugh at my jokes? Yes. All right. Well, come on in. We'll sign you up for a whole year. But there's so many of us, which I find to be a good thing because like I said, you're investing in a culture versus just the methodology. There's so much more to that. And every single one is so different, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. So, we talked about the summer, like, what's next for you, big picture? Like, what are you hungry for, motivated to, take on right now?
Hungry for. Oh, man, I've been hungry for a lot of things, Taylor. Passed my L3 yesterday.
Hell yeah.
I do things like I shoved my L3. Um, we finished up those babes workouts. We're doing a bring a friend week, so we already have 4 people signed up, and it doesn't start till May 17th. uh Visited all those bars today. It's sales. Like I want to show as many people as possible, specifically in Asbury Park. Like anybody who can walk to me is my target right now. Like there is a secret sauce here that they had no idea about. So I'm hungry for that. I'm going away next week to the Grand Canyon. Actually, it'll be the longest I'm away from the
Hell yeah.
gym,
Let's
which
go.
is a big deal in affiliate ownership. I think it's something people strive to get to, right? And so I'm hungry to see like what do our systems hold up? I want to come back and some wheel is going to fall off and I'm going to be like, "Good, we're going to attack it." So that next year when I take a trip, like we're good there. And keep building on that. So what am I hungry for? I mean, I already put a hole in this wall. We already expanded. Like I've been eating the whole time, Taylor, and you're asking me
Yeah.
what I'm hungry for and it's a bottomless pit cuz I'm just going to keep chomping away.
Let's go.
Yeah, so capitalize on our expansion. It's been awesome. Our gym is nearly doubled because of it. So Babes and Barbells is going to be there's gonna be a sick warm up area. I don't think anyone from Babes quite knows we expanded yet. Bigger, better, and I'll tell you what else I'm hungry for. Staff is leveling up. We now have 3 L3s here. We'll take my L2 and make him an L3, and I'll take my L1 and make her an L2. So what's the answer? There's a mix of forcing myself to take time for me, which is the Grand Canyon. I think that's important for gym owners to have a moment to, I would say, sharpen the axe. Next week I sharpen my axe. I come back and I celebrate, the expansion, the L3, hiring 2 new coaches, Our new members, sharpen the axe, come back, use that axe to chop down wood. That is getting a bunch of new members, and
Yeah.
they're going to love it.
Love
They're
it.
going to love it.
I guess now counting the last one, this is like episode 6 or 7, something like that for you, you know?
Is it really? Are we gonna
We'll put
count the last one?
Yeah, I'm gonna put in the lost files. One day I'll drop it just randomly out of nowhere. I have a couple
I'll
now. You're the 3rd person to enter into the lost files, catalog of podcasts.
I'll tell you what, the best hour team might want it because they got a surprise coming out in June about me. A little surprise.
Look at that. Love it.
So only the people who listen to the whole podcast heard about this little surprise that Best Hour has cooking, and I love that crew over there.
That's so funny.
They take care of me. They're good people. But all right, Taylor. I always enjoy our conversations.
All right, dude. Adios. Talk soon. Dogs out there. Peace.